Thank you. Next, we have a session on MITT Career Development Services by David Driver. So over to you, David. You can control the screen as well, please.
All right, thank you for that. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our presentation. Before we start, I just do want to echo again, Mindy is incredible. She has a wealth of knowledge. I'm probably her biggest fan. So if you had any questions about anything she talked about, for sure get in touch with her, because her and us here in Career Services here at MITT, we have very similar goals. We want to make sure that you guys are going to find positions of work when you graduate here. So just out of curiosity, I don't know if I could see anybody in the chat here, but if you have access to the chat, my question to you is, who is looking to find work after their MITT program is over? If that is true, can you give me a yes?
Actually, David, they can't, but let me just quickly open the chat for like a quick second.
Oh, special privileges. I already see some hands up in the
Actually, yes, do hands up instead.
All these hands up. I'd assume it'd be most people. It's always just good to ask the question, right? Before every time we get started. So I see a bunch of yeses in chat. I see a whole load of hands up in the window here. I think mostly everybody. But that's excellent. So what we want to do and talk about today is how can MITT Career Services help you find positions of work after your program is over? Because it's not something that you're going to start doing when your program is over. You're not going to go to MITT this entire time, not once think about what job you want, and then start looking for work. Romy and I are here to talk about what we can do to help you find work while you are still a student here, whether that is find part-time work through your studies, and then ultimately finding work related to your program when your program is over. So we'll talk a lot about how we can help you because we will be involved in your program step by step. But we just want to introduce ourselves today and talk a little bit more about the services we can provide. So what I'll do, I'll pass it off to Romy and she can get us started. So
all right,
take us away.
Thank you, David. Hello, everybody. Welcome to MITT. My name is Romy Manalang. I'm a Career Development Services Officer here at MITT. So for my part, we're going to talk about what we can offer in terms of the services of the career development services. And I would like to start off by introducing the members of our team. Here you go, beautiful people. You've met David Driver, right?
If you don't say so yourself, yeah, holy cow.
So you've met David Driver, our coordinator, and you have me in the middle there. You know, I'm on the side, but, you know, like I can't do that in person. And then we have the newest member of our team, Laura Lynn. She's here today as well. And her main focus is to cater to our adult learning center students. So, you know, she will be also assisting all of you if she has extra time. I know she'll be busy with her new role. So welcome as well, Laura Lynn, to our team. Okay, so let's move on. Enough with our faces. All right, let's talk about your employment goals, right? I'm sure that if you are already in Canada, you've probably looked for, you know, places where you can work. If you're not yet in Canada, you can definitely start looking for employment online or search for possible employers or organization you can work with. As David mentioned just a few seconds ago, sometimes the students think that they have to wait for their graduation before they can meet with career services. You know, we encourage you to connect with us as soon as you can. Just remember that you are with us for 10 months only. Some of you will be with us for 2 years, but you know, most of you 10 years, that's not very long, right? I mean, we all know that time flies very, very fast. So connect with us. Don't wait for graduation. And while you are at MITT, we want you to think about, career-related employment, think about planning, think about, putting time and effort into your job search. So we want you to do well in school while you are at MITT, gain the knowledge in the field, develop your technical skills. We encourage you to volunteer. Volunteering in Canada is very, very valuable. Taking part-time employment, whether this is related or not related to, your dream job or dream career, because this will not only help you gain Canadian work experience, but also an opportunity for you to gain references. We encourage you to maintain strong grades, very important. As Mindy said a while ago, do not fail any course. Okay, pass all of them. If possible, get A. That's really good. And of course, we highly encourage you to maintain attendance, and that includes punctuality. Do not be late. Okay. Of course, there are reasons. We have life, we miss our bus, etc. But try your very, very best to attend all your classes and do not be late, because this is how you develop your work ethics and your employability skills, right? In your classes, in your practicum, in your part-time employment, and in your volunteer activities. So we want you to develop those good habits, those good work ethics, and that will help you really become successful and reach your employment goal. Right. For our part at Career Services, how can we help you in terms of finding employment? How can you become successful? So let's move to the next slide, David, please. Or who's controlling it? I don't know who's controlling it.
Mystery
All right.
person, powers that be.
Yes. All right. Speaking of becoming successful and success, meaning of success, right? This is one of my favorite slides in our orientation. It's about, coming back to reality. All right, everybody, come back to earth, right? Success is not really the one on the left side of my screen. I don't know which one you see, but it's not, point A to point B. It's more than that. I hope it's easy as, it's a straight line like what we see, right? But success really requires time, requires effort, because for us to be able to reach that, that goal that we have, sometimes, we face some challenges. Sometimes there's ups and downs. Sometimes it's not polished. Sometimes it's ugly and crooked and messy, like what we see on the right side of my screen. It's this is the reality. This is why it takes effort. It takes time. It takes a strategy. It takes planning. Sometimes it takes a lot of sleepless nights, right, to be able to achieve the success that we're aiming for. What we want you to remember is that you are not alone in this journey. We are here for you and with you. You have your instructors that will teach you all the technical skills and knowledge required for the profession that you've chosen. You have your student advisors if you're having trouble with learning, studying, okay, I'm not satisfied with B, I want to be an A+ student. Your student advisor can support you with that, can help you in your learning strategy. And of course, if you're having a hard time, figuring out your immigration stuff, you have Mindy, right? And for the career, part, finding employment, we are here with you. You have me, you have David, you have Laurelyn. Oh, geez. I'm so sorry. All right. And so we can assist you in many, many different ways. And one of the ways is our career coaching, our one-on-one appointments with you. Right now, we offer our appointments online, so we can meet via Zoom or via Teams, depends on which you are comfortable or in your internet connection, right? So In our one-on-one sessions, again, these are for free. You can connect with us anytime from today. You don't have to wait for your graduation day to connect with us. You need help in your resume development, cover letter. You don't know where to search for job. You want to approach an employer. You don't know how to do it. You have an interview coming up and you're nervous. You want to practice your interview skills. Definitely connect with us. We can provide you assistance on that. Okay, we can help you review your resume. We can help you edit it. We can practice your interview skills, right? We can, connect with employers. We're not going to get the job for you, but we can assist you in that way. Are you not sure of the program that you are in? Or after graduation, you have other plans. You wanted to take your master's degree. You want to take your PhD. You want to take an additional program. If you're in an apprenticeship program, you want to, get your Red Seal certification, right? So we can support you on that in our career conversation. So again, do not wait for your graduation. You can connect with us right away. All right. I believe that's the end of my part. Is that correct? I can't remember which what do you call the slides we are in, but yeah. So I'll move it to transfer the stage to David here. So again, you are not alone. We are here with you and for you. We will work together to achieve your employment goal. And congratulations for attending MITT. I know there are not a lot of students that are accepted to MITT. So welcome and congratulations.
See you soon. Well said, Rome. Last few slides here, and then we'll get on our way. But we really wanted to let you guys know what services we are available for you, but also the events that we will be throwing on campus, virtually and in person, while you guys are attending your program here. Because I think it's one thing for us to say, like, you should be looking into volunteer experiences. You should be looking into your to networking in your field, things like that. But career services, one of our main priorities is giving you those opportunities to do that. So here's just a sample of things that we will be doing during your program here. One of which is volunteer fairs, which used to be in person. We just had our first virtual volunteer fair a few months ago, which was very successful. So moving forward, we'll see if we want to continue virtually or in person. I think the two biggest things are next here: employer panels and guest speakers. It is our mandate. It is our goal in career services to make sure that every single program gets some form of employer engagement. We want to bring the employers that hire our MITT students into your program, into your classroom to talk to you guys. So that could be an employer panel, which you could see as a big Q&A session with a couple of different employers. Sometimes it's just single guest speakers. We'll have a few of them throughout the year. Even for spring, Romilly and I, we are planning a speed networking event where we'll get a bunch of employers into a big Zoom call like this or another sort of format, so you can interact with employers that way as well. So again, we are encouraging students to network outside of their program, but when it comes to us, we want to make sure that we're providing that for you. And when it comes to student groups, this is brand new, fresh out of the oven. Romilly and I are very excited to talk about MITTpreneur, which is our entrepreneurship student group, because this is an opportunity students may never have thought of before: how to apply your education, how to apply your experience. If you ever thought about starting your own business, or even if you've never thought about starting your own business, what does that look like? Who is that for? What avenues can I go down? What forms do I have to fill out? What supports are there for me, resources? So if there's any students interested in joining our MITTpreneur student group, which has been very successful so far, we've been very happy with the response. We do get guest speakers coming in, talking to our students. And then we do have students just networking with each other and talking about other resources, talking about business ideas. But it's really great because it's not just specifically for students who know they want to start their own business or pursue entrepreneurship. We've had a lot of students join this group who don't know if entrepreneurship's for them, and they're curious as to see if that could fit their skill set, if that could fit in terms of their opportunities. So instead of looking for a job, why don't you just make your own job? Be your own employer. That's easy enough, right? So we'll see. So again, we'll give some more information about that, but just wanted to talk about MITTpreneur as well during this orientation. Last but not least, Work Connections is another service that we're very proud of here at MITT. Basically, this is employers sending us job postings that we will then send to you. So I don't know if you've already received your student email address, but once you start your program and once we finalize all the email addresses, you will start receiving job postings from Work Connections. And this is employers emailing us job postings, asking for our students, and then we will send them directly to you. So this is very important because when you start your program, you are obviously not going to be looking for work because you haven't graduated yet. But this is very important in terms of what Romy and I have been saying, because look at the job postings we'll send you. What are these employers looking for? What types of qualifications do they need? What types of skills are they looking for to hire? Because you can look at those job postings and see, oh, these employers would fit with me when I graduate. I can start applying to them during the second half of my program, or get a better sense of what your industry is looking for. So again, another reason to really check out your student email address once you receive it, because we will be sending you job postings. So just a heads up with that. And yes, that is our time. Unfortunately, again, we don't have a lot of time to speak today, but in some ways we don't really need it, because like we were saying in this presentation, we will be part of your experience here. We'll be throwing events, we'll be hosting sessions, we'll be in your program, we will be meeting with each other a lot throughout your time here at MITT. So we just wanted to introduce ourselves. So if you have any questions, if you ever want to contact me or Romalie, whether it's right after this presentation to talk about resumes, finding work, whatever the case may be, you're officially students now, so you can officially come see us. So workconnections@mitt.ca is our shared email address. Email us and we'll get back to you there. And like Romalie was saying, we can meet over the phone. Appointments are through Zoom, Skype, Teams, through email as well. Some limited capacity for in-person, not quite yet, but I think we're getting there soon. And we also have an Instagram account if you wanted to follow us and see what types of things we're up to these days. So again, thank you so much for coming. I guess you had no choice to come to orientation today, but thank you for sitting through it and listening to us. And we're very much looking forward to seeing you guys be successful at the end of your program, and we will work on that together. So thank you, everybody.